All righty, we are here. This is Ken Rochon on Voice America Influencer Channel, Amplified, where we amplify the lives of leaders that create community and inspire hope. And I am so excited to have my guest today, Vinney Chopra. Vinney is, as you can see, very colorful. He is, I mean, we were attracted together in Orlando at an event just because of his smile. I gave Vinney a smile card, and he
I
actually
do.
had about the same effect I had when Barry handed me a card. So Barry Shore handed me this card 7 years ago, or a card like this, and I was just blown away. And I said,
Yeah.
"What is this? I want to know more." And when he told me, I said, "I want to create an entire movement." And during the
Ah,
pandemic, I was fortunate enough to be able to spend some time doing a PhD doctorate on SPH. What is your SPH? What are your smiles per hour? And
ah,
it turns out, Vinny, that the higher your smiles per hour are, the happier your life is, the better your life is, the more creative your life is, the more collaborative your life is, and even you look happier, and you actually are weller because the chemicals in your body are protecting you and giving
yes,
your immune system a lot more strength. So as you know, when you're stressed, it kills you, and it's the
yes.
antithesis of a smile. It's non-smiles. So
So
um,
true.
I I am so grateful that you can be on the
Ah,
show. I When I met you, I wanted to hug you, and I wanted to be adopted by you, and I wanted to travel the world with you because you're the kind of person that lives abundantly, thinks abundantly, and impacts the world abundantly.
I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled, Dr. Smiley, to be on your show. I know Dr. Maras put us together. I met you all in Orlando. I was taken away. I really was. And your love, affection, smiles, energy. I think that's what really comes to my mind. You just embraced me. And it was just so powerful. And I spoke on the stage, and I think I carried that energy from you both up on the stage. I hope you
You're
liked
too
my
kind.
presentation.
Oh, it was amazing. It was so amazing. It was silly, and it was so valuable, and it was really a choice that the person in the seat could make, that they could be on the stage with you.
Ah, no,
So I
thank
want to
you.
say something to you that
Yeah,
you'll appreciate because of the magic of a smile and the magic of unconditional giving. So
yes.
this is a very long story. I'm going to knock down to about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, but it is really crazy what I'm about to share with you.
Yep.
Dr. Mraz invited me to an event called Rock Your Brand, which
Rock your
is
breath.
Craig Duswalt.
Ah,
Walter was
yes,
at
yes.
Walter was at that event. Now,
Oh,
if I didn't
yes.
if I didn't get invited to the event, I wouldn't have met Walter. But here's what's interesting, Vinny. Michelle never met Walter at the event. Only I
Oh,
did. And because Walter has a great haircut, I
yes.
I got his picture, and we had a conversation, and he said something that I now know meant a lot. He says, "You're cool, Ken." And I said, "Oh, well, thank you." And I didn't think anything of it. But what he said after that was, "Come as a guest to my 100 millionaire summit because you're cool." And I said,
Ah,
wow, that's amazing. And what I got was that because I didn't ask for anything from him, and I just told him that I wanted to serve and I wanted to help his people be more successful
yes.
with their books and their marketing. He says, "Hey, you're cool. Come as my guest." I come as that to the event, and he says, "You can bring a guest." Guess who I bring?
Dr. Maras. Oh my gosh.
So I bring Dr. Mraz. We see you in the hallway, and we obviously, I mean, it's before the event even clicks, and we're just like this. I mean, we're like old friends, even though we've never met before.
Never
Old
met
friends.
before. Wish we
Then
did.
I never got you on my show, and Michelle did. And then Michelle
Yes.
was asked yesterday, "Hey, I'm in a little bit of a bind because I had to move my flight schedule," and she says, "Have Vinny on it. It's full circle. It's a full circle effect."
Thank you so much. I know when your office reached out to me, I said, this is so important. I got to free up, and I'm so pleased. And it didn't take me that long, to find time this morning. And it's early morning. I love it. I'm
Well,
in
Vinny,
California.
I want to ask so many questions, but the number one question I want to ask, which I think is the most important question of all, is why is a smile so important to you?
You know, it is so important because my friends and family gave me 44 years back. Literally, this smile I've carried to not let them down. When I came from India, I grew up in a very small household, 282 square feet
We're in
of the
India.
house in India, New Delhi. In New
I was
Delhi.
in New Delhi.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's where I was born. I was born in New Delhi, South New Delhi, and in a small quarter, we call it quarter, government quarter.
Yeah.
We had 6 siblings and mom and dad. So 8 of us lived in 282 square feet, one bedroom apartment.
I was there. I was in New Delhi when my dad went to Vietnam. I lived with my grandfather, who was teaching agriculture there at age 5 to 6. That was my first year of school, was in New Delhi.
Wow.
So I have a question to ask you. Are you ready?
Please, please.
Aap kaise hai?
Oh, बहुत अच्छे हो. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, शुक्रिया.
Shukriya.
Literally, what I did was I just wanted to be an engineer all my life. Started out, became engineer, mechanical engineer, worked for Larsen Tuber, which is Reliance Group, the most biggest company in India right now. But then I came to USA. And like you asked me why I smile a lot, I did door-to-door Bible book sales and encyclopedia sales and children books and all, knocking on doors 13 hours a day. 13 hours a day for 6 days a week, right? So 80 hours. That was my triumph.
That was your schedule?
That was my schedule. Yes, sir.
And you gave that schedule to yourself?
This was what the company expected. They wanted me to work 75 hours or 80 hours. They didn't give me no choice.
And your nickname is Smiley.
They gave me that. That's exactly my peers. They said, Vinney, I was getting some trophies.
Hi, you are listening to Syndication Made Easy podcast. We will be right back after this short break.
Hi, thank you so much. This is Vinney Chopra, and thank you for subscribing to my podcast and YouTube channel and Facebook pages and all the great things, and LinkedIn. Connect with me. I come live to you every Friday at 9 Pacific with Vinney and Bo Show. Please also look at that. And also the podcast, which is my Apartment Syndication Made Easy. The book I wrote a couple of years back became international top seller on Amazon International now. And then we like to bring great guests for you every week or twice a week sometime to give you a lot of great knowledge. So please subscribe. You give us 5-star reviews on the iTunes. The better the guests we can, bring, and our ranking will go higher also. Thanks again for following us and really getting the most out of it. Please comment, like, share, because we would love to bring better and better material for you.
They said, Vinney, you smile a lot. I said, you know what? I got to make the best of it. So I have to smile. So they changed my name 46 years back, literally. I was selling outside Atlanta, Georgia, then Pulaski, then Virginia and Aiken. Anyway, 3 summers. But they said, Vinney, they took Kumar out, put Vinney Smile Chopra on my plaques and trophies and everything.
You said something that even though you are my mentor and I respect you at the highest level, I do want to make a correction. May I correct you on something, please?
Please.
You said I have to smile, and you never had to. You chose to.
You're so true about it. You're 1,000% right. We always choose to become the people we want to become. And I hope this show is going to bring out somebody like me, came with $7 in this country, $7 only in my pocket. I just wanted to be somebody. I'm not anybody right now, but somebody. The key thing is you got to bring the positivity in your life. And we're going to talk about that. But
so I will correct you again, good sir.
Yes, go for it. I love it.
You said that I am not anybody. Now, I will agree with you in one sense. You are not anybody compared to the trajectory you are going, because you are going to be somebody much bigger than you are now. And who you are now, to many people like Walter and myself, is somebody that has defied so many odds and created so much goodness. You You really are like a prophet on some level. Seriously.
No.
You are, because when you stand on stage, you're showing what can be created by God's gift of us as a human with a brain. That's
thank
in
you
essence,
so much.
that is, you're at a very high pinnacle of success. And I know that you're humble. I get that. And I appreciate the humbleness, but let's also let the audience know that you have achieved some greatness that they can as well. How about that? Is that fair?
That's very fair, sir.
So we're going to put you in this beautiful book. It's called Dose of Hope. And it's 800 pages.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Your story is going to be put in there, and I'm going to travel to meet you again. So I want this particular outfit with the smile cards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will.
Your humble beginnings were in India. We share that New Delhi and India is something we both love. I love the culture. Yes. I love the people. And then you came to the United States. What part of the United States did you come to?
Actually, I flew into LaGuardia Airport. I went to George Washington University in Washington, D.C. I lived in Rockville, Maryland with my uncle.
Are you serious?
Yes!
We were like neighbors practically.
Totally. 2.5 years I lived there in Rockville, Maryland, Gaithersburg, Maryland. Yeah. Yes, sir. And
that's 30 minutes from my house.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Well, we have to have a reunion for you here.
Yes. I'm coming.
Maryland's very nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful. I loved Maryland, and I'm building in Virginia assisted senior living that's going to open up in 2 months. You were asking me when I'm traveling. I'll be coming to the opening of my senior assisted living in Williamsburg.
Williamsburg?
Williamsburg, Virginia. Yes, sir. So
and do you know when the opening is?
I don't know yet.
But you'll let me know?
I will, sir. Definitely.
I will come with my camera, and we will take pictures of lots of smiles.
Oh, we will.
There's one thing I know about you. If you're doing a senior living home, it will be the ultimate care.
Oh, thank you. I just opened up Punta Gorda, Cape Coral, Florida. So I'm so excited because seniors really need a beautiful place to do their, the golden years, I call it.
Yes.
Because they have worked so hard all their life. So that's what my passion is.
Well,
along with it.
Vinney, I want this show to be something where I'm giving you some gifts that that I relate to you. So one of the gifts I want to give you is that a senior living home has two different meanings to me right now. And they're interesting. The first meaning it has is it wasn't good enough for my mom because my dad would not allow her to go when she had dementia and Alzheimer's. So we cared for her ourselves inside our own house. Yes. And that awakened me to become a publisher.
Wow.
I was a DJ before my mom got dementia.
Wow.
So I grabbed a camera and I started photographing. And next thing I knew, I wanted to put books together with photographs.
That's amazing.
So that's number one. Number two is my brother, unfortunately, has a different form of like ALS, and he is very young. He's very young. He's only 55-ish.
Wow.
And he's the youngest person in the senior living home. And it's very expensive, but we found a very nice place for him.
Yes.
And he's very happy there. But I wanted to say that those are two stories about a senior living experience.
That's amazing. That's my big passion right now.
I want to help you with that passion.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
So let's continue the conversation with. So what I wanted to illustrate to our audience is that who they see in front of them right now is a person that worked on themselves. You chiseled and you put resources and time and invested in yourself to become a person that could actually do what you're doing. So let's continue that journey and that talk. I'll try not to interrupt, but you said a couple of things I just had to say. So.
No. This is so exciting because I think we choose our destiny. I believe that. I totally believe it. I'm the product of so many mentors that I've learned from. Because in India, I didn't read a single motivational book. I was just focused in getting engineering degree. But after selling books, I changed my career. My career took a big turn. I said, I don't want to be an engineer, nothing against them, but I want to be a public speaker. I just felt like maybe that's what my passion is. That's what my calling is. And I became a salesperson. I became a salesperson. From an engineer to salesperson, I have never practiced engineering in USA.
So you mentioned you have
I
some mentors. Do you want to give a shout out to a couple names of mentors?
I would love to, sir. Dale Carnegie, Stephen Covey, David J. Schwartz, Magic of Thinking Big, How to Influence People and Win Friends, Dale Carnegie, of course, Zig Ziglar, Tom Hopkins, Tony Robbins, you name it.
Okay, now let's stop. Some of those people may not have met you because they had already passed, but their works and their books over your mentorship. So which of those people you mentioned did you meet?
Okay, good point. Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, those two. Jim Rohn, right there.
Isn't that cool?
Those are the three. It's amazing.
Jim Rohn is the gift because there's so many people that learn from him and they missed that opportunity to meet him, unfortunately.
So true, so true, so true. But I think the key thing I find also, Ken, is that it's not who you meet. It's not what books you read. It's not what podcasts you listen to. It's what you are taking out of that to implement in your life to get better, to become better.
And even if it's only one thing.
Just one thing, sir.
Yeah.
Just one.
So what is the one thing that you would hope that someone would take from this podcast?
I would say that from this podcast, if we can be a little bit more positive, if we could smile more, and I love your show's name, Smiley, Dr. Smiley, because if we can bring that smiles to everybody around us, that's all this life is about. Totally. And the other thing is by smiling and by bringing energy out to other people on a daily basis, people will be more and more and more attracted to you. And you will accomplish a lot more in your business, in your life, in your relationships. Everything is going to be on 10x or 20x.
So I would like to translate that into an actual example. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
You're having a bad day or even possibly a bad week. You can choose not to smile and continue to feel that way and to actually attract more of the same, or you can shift and smile and think of gratitude, think of hope, and you will actually attract a whole new experience called really abundance.
Yes. So true. Law of attraction. I know that's something which I really believe in wholeheartedly. And I hope that everybody listening to us will be also believing in it. If they are believing a little bit, I feel like law of attraction, law of abundance, and law of manifestation. Those three laws are working around us.
What was the third one?
Abundance and manifestation. You've got to. Yes, sir. Law of attraction, law of abundance, and law of manifestation. Because everything manifests right from the thoughts. So if we are more positive, just like the signal of a radio station, I really believe that if we are very strong in our intentions and we have the right cause behind it, other people will catch those waves and they'll be attracted. I mean, we had to meet at that summit. It was God's or cosmos. I believe in an almighty.
I agree. It was like light was pulling us into each other.
Yes.
And I looked at you and I saw your smile and I think you saw mine and I handed you the card and we just lit up like we were old friends. How did you meet Walter?
Walter and I think he came on my show, or I went on his show. He says, Vinney, we got to do something together. I said, totally, brother, let's do it. So we met again and again, and now we are joined at the hip.
Yes.
So we got Abundance Show every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. We go live. I'm walking. I walk 3 miles a day, 7 days a week. I want to be as energetic as I'm only going to be 71 in August this year, 7-1. So I want to be like this when I'm 81. That's my thinking is, if I'm positive, if I'm taking care of my body, exercise and paying gratitude in the morning with Miracle Morning, which is Hal Elrod's book, amazing book, all that. But the key thing is you got to be really living in the present. So I wanted to kind of share this, if it's okay. I brought it with me upstairs. This is the future. Right on the top, the sand is the future. This is the present, the real nook right over there. That's the present, and this is the past. So lots of us, they always are clobbered and stressed out and feeling bad about the past for the things they didn't accomplish or what went wrong. And our whole subconscious always takes the picture of the bad. They bring it up in the front. But all we need to do is to take care of the present. If we smile right here in the present, then the future will take care of itself. A lot of time we spend so much energy and time in dreaming and thinking and everything about the future, stress out too, but all we need to live is in the present. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That's a beautiful book, which we might be talking later on. That's amazing because we got to spend time in the present, in this nook. And that's what I live for every day. I get up at 5 o'clock, 5:30. I'm totally like this without coffee or anything.
Yes. I want to say that everything you shared is very enlightening and very accurate. I wanted to add a couple things that some people make a mistake that thinking that the past is their future, that they can expect more of the same. And it's not true. You shift the future, as you said, with a smile. And the second thing is you're making the present a simplistic application. I would just add one thing to make it a little more powerful. And that is that you declare that you deserve joy in the present.
Yes. You're so right about it. Ken, I mean, the thing is, our thoughts will take us into our manifestation of thoughts, like we say, is going to really become our habits incrementally. Yes. And if we just make sure that our thoughts are in the right avenue where we want to go. I really heard from my very good mentor of mine, Spencer Hayes. I'd like to pay tribute to him. He had his hand on my head for 40 years, a billionaire. And I learned so much from him because he said, Vinney, what you want to become someday, you're in the process of becoming today.
Yes. And when you manifest this for yourself, you have the power to manifest outside of yourself too.
Yes.
So for instance, I manifested, I can say this, I manifested that I would have a friendship with you.
Yes.
And I manifested that your smile and my smile would cause synergistic power, positivity. And it's very interesting, this, because if I hadn't seen and manifested the greatness I see in you, and I didn't, I don't think we could have actually enjoyed that moment that we had, but we both enjoyed the manifestation of what we were seeing in the other person.
I'm so happy to hear what you're saying. And I hope everybody listening and watching to us just see what you said about it, is that we are the reflection. I mean, everybody, that's my motto in life, is everybody that touches me, I want to bring the most positive energy and smiles and all the best things in their life just because they touched me or they came in my touch, because they are empowering me to really become a better person.
Do you know what my mom said? My mom said something that is very related to this. She said, always look for the good in people and you'll find it.
Totally.
And it's a manifestation of every human has flaws. But if you only look for the good, that will be actually magnified. It will come out at the highest level and the other part will not even matter.
So true, so true, so true. I have so many flaws. The key thing is what you just said is so right. When we are meeting with people for 20 minutes or 15 minutes or half an hour or 2 hours, why to bring up the negatives or flaws? They already know them. They know them. They want to get better. So let's help them to get better. And if we tell them, you are these things I love about you, they will be, self-esteem is going to go up. Their whole confidence level is going to go up. They'll be a better person because of us, because we met them. And then they want to come back to you again or to get more dosage.
That's exactly why we call it dose.
Yes.
Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins go off when you give compliments to people. And the so compliments, when they come from your heart, they land to somebody that it's real.
Totally. We can change so many people's lives. And that's what I'm on a crusade for the
Vinney,
next 30 years.
I can't wait to hug you when you come to the senior living home in Williamsburg.
Yes, I will be there.
You like Indian food, right?
I love Indian food, sir. And I will be coming to Maryland also because I promised my uncle who lives in Fredericksburg right now, and my nieces live there also. So I'll be coming from Williamsburg. We'll come have fun. And then I'll travel to Maryland also. I told him we will be, I'll be coming to,
The very best restaurant, restaurant in Maryland happens to be only about 10 minutes from my house. And if you Google it, it is an Indian restaurant, and it's called the Royal Taj.
Oh, the Royal Taj. It's a beautiful name. Just the Royal has to be.
They have like a 4.9 average on satisfaction. Gosh. Most Yelp is 4.1, 4.2.
Yes.
They have a 4.9, and it's thousands of people. And they handle the experience white glove. It is an exceptional experience.
I can't wait.
They all move. They move like a machine in that place. It is well oiled, and everyone smiles. And and the owner of the place, he is such a beautiful man. When I come to the restaurant, I leave, I am treated like a brother, and he embraces me. And I'm just telling you, his passion for his clients, his customers, is as high as his expectation of the experience you're going to have. It is absolutely phenomenal.
I love that.
I would like you to meet him.
City is that in? What city?
It's in Columbia, Maryland.
Oh, Columbia, Maryland. Okay,
yes.
Beautiful.
And I'm telling you, if you Google Royal Taj, you'll see it's one of the best restaurants, if not the best restaurant. Not Indian. All restaurants. It's one of the best restaurants I've ever had. I have people that fly into BWI and insist that they have to go to Royal Taj with me.
Oh my gosh, I would love to. Let's plan. I think it's a beautiful thing if you could invite some of your friends.
Oh yeah, we'll invite friends. You'll invite your family. Friends. We want everyone to experience this. We might even have to book the restaurant for the entire place.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh.
Yes, he is such a. You will love this experience. And do you eat all food, or do you eat only
all foods?
Okay.
All foods.
So their lamb rogan josh and their chicken. I mean, it melts. It is so delicious the way they do it. I'm salivating.
I'm flying tomorrow.
So
I love lamb curries. I grew up on that in India.
Well, I could almost eat it every day. There's only one other food that competes with it a little bit, and it's Thai food. I love
Thai food. Oh my God. I love Thai food, Vietnamese food, of course, and then Japanese sushi. My wife and I love. Our son also. Our daughter Monica doesn't eat fish, but we love all those.
No, but we'll eat the fish for her.
There we go.
When I tell people I don't eat cheese. I don't like to eat cheese, and so no paneer for me. And they go, "What do you mean you don't eat cheese? You're crazy. How can you not eat cheese?" I said, "But you can. You can eat mine."
Sure, why not?
So, Vinney, we have certainly plenty of time to continue this story. I would like I'd like you to jet into how do you start. Well, no, let's give Walter one more shout out. Where did you meet Walter?
I met him first time at that convention. What? We have been doing this. Oh, the same one in Orlando, the 100 Millionaires Convention where I met
his event. And really?
I went. Yeah, I was the guest speaker for him.
So I witnessed a first.
A very first one, sir. Very first one. We had been talking and we've been doing the show together. then I promise that I'll be there in person, because I'm also building Cape Coral right next to Tampa, senior assisted living that opened up. Punta Gorda just opened up, senior assisted living also there.
Mhm.
And then the Williamsburg is my third one.
I
And
met
then,
you one other time, but not physically. I met you through a very important Zoom. It was Craig Shaw.
oh, yes.
He
Oh,
invited
my
me to
God.
he invited me to his Monday or his Friday, mastermind thing, and you were his special guest, and I got to witness you. That's why when I saw you at the event, I go, oh my gosh, I'm meeting the man who is competing with me for how many smiles he can exude into the world.
Craig Shaw and I are brothers.
Yeah,
We text each other. I have been involved with him in all his organizations now.
isn't that cool?
Evoke, Plug XR, then NFTs, Metaverse. I've been Scarlet Books, everything. And we are just starting a $100 million fund. Just last week, we talked to our attorney, Nick McGrew, and we're starting, and we'll be raising $1 million to take the opportunities in real estate. Maybe we could talk about real estate a little bit.
Well, we're going to talk
That's
about
what
real
we're
estate.
passionate. Yes,
We're moving to
yes.
real estate like really, really quickly, but I'm going to manifest something with you.
Please.
So I have a smile movement, and I want to figure out, not today, but my manifestation with you is I want to figure out, when you move, how I move with you to help show how smiles can be generated and created and inspired because of you being the speaker and showing people a new light, a new way to actually live. Is that a good manifestation?
That's a amazing manifestation, sir. I'm just thinking the timing has to be appropriate. We just booked 3 trips abroad for about like in March. Then in May, we come back for 5 weeks. Then we go again for, I think, 24 days with our children to enjoy the life. And
That's
then
beautiful.
we just booked another one for going back to Portugal in the third one. Then my wife, we took 6 trips last week.
So my manifestation will
last
get
year.
more, I'm going to get more accurate with my manifestation. My manifestation, I would like every quarter to go to one place where you're going to be in the States, where we show the world the power of a smile and the power of abundance that is associated with a smile. Okay.
That's
and then
so kind.
next year, I am going to add 4 more, but they're going to be international.
Oh,
I'm going to go with you internationally, and we're actually going to bring authors and speakers on the journey. So we'll say hello to you, and we'll support and be with you to the extent that it is appropriate. So you enjoy your personal time with your family, but one day out of that experience, you'll speak to these people so that they can actually see they can have any life they want.
I'm so thankful. I'll be at the Davos in Switzerland. I know for sure next January. That's the World Economic Forum. Craig Shaw and I will be there.
Oh,
Actually,
please tell me about that. I will go. And so I know
it's
Dr.
amazing.
When is it?
Oh my gosh, it's coming up in January next year. I'll give you the dates. I know Mr. Shah, he's my brother, like a brother, and we are together in everything we are doing now.
And that's in Switzerland. That's in
Switzerland. It's actually Davos is the city in Switzerland where it is world economic powers of the whole world. You have to be invited there, from what I heard. And they wanted me to be there last January.
Just really quickly,
Yes.
I'd like you to say, Dr. Smiley, I'm inviting you to come to the World Economic Forum in January in Switzerland. Go ahead and say that.
I love it, Dr. Smiley. I'm inviting you, Craig Shaw, and I am inviting you and Dr. Maras to the Davos 2024. It's going to be epic. Actually, as a matter of fact, we are thinking to take some of our mastermind, very top people over there next year. We'd love to have you both.
Because integrity is everything. When Dr. Maraz and I show up, they're going to say, I'm sorry, we don't have you on the list and you have to be invited. And I'm going to say, yes, but I have a recording. I have proof I was invited.
You're putting me in big jeopardy because I've been invited by Craig Shaw. I have to disclose.
I have a good surprise for you. I have credentials with the National Press Club. I'm a member. So I promise you I would never jeopardize your good name and reputation. But I thought it was funny that that would be an interesting way of saying I was
It will
invited.
be so exciting because we'll be going to Switzerland, Dubai, and a couple of other places also. And it's going to be a 12 to 15-day trip for us.
That's
and
beautiful.
It's going to be fantastic because I'm really expanded my whole horizon. I feel like life is so short. We need to make as big an impact as we can be. Now, with the artificial intelligence, where it's going right now, I'm at the core of that with several companies, startups, my cloud defense company, my brother, again, that's Anshu Bansal, who lives nearby. He took one company to NASDAQ. This is his second company that we are taking it, cloud defense, cloud security company, Plug XR with the metaverse, which is Facebook changed their name to Meta. And we are in the helms of it. We just have created, not me, but Shivaji, our partner and CEO, has created a metaverse without developers. You could design your own metaverse sitting right in your office without knowing anything about coding. So that's a beautiful thing. Scarlet Books, I'm just talking about all these things.
Well, they're excited. I do want to talk about real estate, but before I do, this Switzerland trip into Dubai, I was just at a wine dinner at the Gramercy Mansion here in Maryland, where Chef's Expressions, Jerry Edwards, does this gorgeous wine pairing, and you have this really king and queen experience. So the people we were sitting next to, they had traveled the world. She was from Kuwait, and he was from the U.S., but he was in the Air Force, so he traveled the world. But we were talking about, I said, I just said my very first country. I said Oman, and he lit up and he says, Oman is my favorite country.
Oh my gosh!
And then I talked about Abu Dhabi. Guess what?
Yes,
I say Abu Dhabi, and they both look at me and they think I'm in their minds. They said, that's where we got engaged.
I was there in Abu Dhabi with my wife just a few years back, 6 years back. We went to Imperial Palace and we stayed at St. Regis, I think, if I remember. And it was the best experience ever. We went to the biggest mosque. That's where they have.
Yeah, that mosque is gorgeous.
It's just amazing. It's out of this world.
You can get lost. You can get lost.
Yes.
It is so big.
Yeah.
A camera cannot do justice to how big it is.
I totally agree with you. And then we went to Dubai. I love gold. And that's what and my wife's name is Kanchan. Kanchan in Indian language means gold. I didn't know that. And we've been married for 43 years.
So you got gold all over.
I've got gold all over my chain and everything.
Do you know what I wear? Do you know what I wear? I wear hope.
Oh, I love it.
It's the only thing I wear.
I love that. So, and hope is such a big thing, Ken. It is, everybody should manifest and think about hope, because there is nothing is going to happen if you're depressed. It's not going to do any good at all to them, the person who's depressed, or the people around them. So the biggest thing I look at is, if you're depressed, if you're sorrow, it's metaphorically, I want to talk about a little something here.
I would love it.
It just kind of in my brain power is amazing for everybody. But if we put it in the right frame of mind, so what I say, stress and bad luck or whatever, sorrow comes into your home, enters the door, and then it comes into your mind and body and life and everything. Sorrow's main purpose is to make you miserable, to make you think negative, to make you really be pulling down. But if you greet that sorrow with smile and hope, and with just the feeling that, you know what, I am okay. Sorrow, you entered in my life, but I'm okay and I will be fine.
You just gave me an epiphany.
Sorrow is going to leave your home and your mind. I'm telling you, because they want to make you miserable. that's the goal of sorrow. Metaphorically, that's what I believe in. If you really create the sorrow with good, positive vibes and smiles and everything, they will leave. Mind, they will leave your home and you'll be a better person.
So, you want to hear my epiphany that you just gave me? You gave it to me, sir. That sorrow is here and smiles are here. They're somewhere here. And the delta between the sorrow and the smile is gratitude.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh my God.
And I want to show you something about hope. Hope is here, right?
Yes.
And when you turn the page, we said what hope could stand for.
Oh, look at that. Hold on, pain ends. So true. So true what you're just saying. Oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled to be with you today. Really.
Likewise, Vinney.
I mean, I know it's just beautiful.
So what advice would you give you gave a brilliant talk. I mean, it was recordable. It was transcribable into a book. And you have a book. Do you have it handy by any chance?
I have 2 books, sir, but this is
and by the way, I'm manifesting one more thing.
Yes.
As a publisher, believing in you, I would like to put my love and passion of what your message is. I would love to publish one of your best works, whichever one you pick, and allow the world to know it better, because you know that I go to city to city to city with all the books we publish.
Yes, sir.
All these books go on the banner, but they also come in a suitcase, and we put them on the table so people can actually look at them. We don't even really care if they buy them. We just want them to know that these books exist. These are solutions.
Oh my gosh. I've written 2 books so far. One is
handy?
my apartment. No, sir. This is my daughter's room.
Okay, no worries. No worries.
So I didn't bring it. It's Apartment Syndication Made Easy, from $7 to $1 billion now. It will be almost $1 billion portfolio. And that is my first book. Second book is Positivity Brings Profitability, is my second book. My third book is coming, which is Senior Living Investing Made Easy. I want to spread the knowledge and all the epiphany where 10,000 baby boomers are turning 65 every night, and 4,000 into the 70 every night, and then 3,000 into the 80s. So my main passion is to bring the smiles to all the seniors. All the seniors.
I have an idea, sir.
Yes, sir.
Since we both have a name Smiley,
yes.
I would like to do your 4th book. In your 4th book, I have the idea. Your 4th book, you bring 3 gold, because gold is your favorite. You bring 3 gold nuggets to the book, and I bring 3 gold nuggets to the book. And we write a book, Vinney Smiley Chopra and Dr. Smiley, and we will come up with a great name and a great image, but it will highlight all 3 of your books, and it'll highlight perhaps 3 of mine. And we bring kind of a best of, isn't that nice?
Oh my gosh.
And by the way, this show is kind of delineating the possible table of contents. The way this show is actually going, there's aspects of this show that almost give a chapter life. Do you agree?
I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. I can't.
This will be my first book where I have my brother Smiley doing a book with me.
Oh my gosh. It'll be my privilege. It'll be my good honor. It'll be my and
then the world tour of Smiles will happen. It'll commence. But the thing that's cool about it is you'll be in this book with me, sharing the gold nuggets of real estate. You'll be sharing the gold nuggets of senior living. You'll be giving the gold nuggets of the philosophy of manifestation. Isn't that good?
Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Yeah, we should. I always believe that energies unite for a very definite purpose. Dr. Smiley and I really believe we were positioned to meet today again. And I'm just so thrilled. And I think we need to just manifest it.
I know what day it's coming out.
Yes, sir.
It's coming out Thanksgiving, November of this year. We're going to have our thankful message be given at a thankful holiday.
Oh, this is exciting. Very exciting.
And,
I do.
And the thing that's cool about it is we can have Craig Shaw and we can have Walter and other people put their philosophy or their input in as well. That way we thank them for the union.
Totally, totally. I think so, because those are the two people
But why
who
don't you give
really.
Yes, totally. So why don't you give a couple gold nuggets? Because I know we're getting closer to this rapid fire.
Sure.
So think of maybe one or two gold nuggets from the book on real estate, and maybe spend 3 or 4
Sure.
minutes on it, and then I'd like you to spend a little more time in the senior living too. All right, go
I
ahead.
would love to, sir. Love to. I would say the biggest reason where I'm standing today, it was because I became a public speaker, motivational speaker, kind of. And then the big thing was harnessing the need of professional doctors, attorneys, entrepreneurs in California to invest with me in the bigger deals that I buy in multifamily, in all these different apartments and all, because I'm using their money, their things through syndication. So that's the word I live in. I live in the world of syndication, positivity and syndication. Syndication is a simple art to really fulfill the need to give family, friends, people we know, if they have money bringing only 2%, 3%, 4%, we are able to bring them passively 15, 20, up to 63% per year I brought in some of my deals. So I can't guarantee that, but that's what my mind is. I'm a great underwriter. I can find the nuggets for the investment, and my people bring with me. I am able to raise 220 million from my investors, and they love me and everything, but I'm increasing the power to bring $10 million. Craig Shaw and I, by the way, are starting this fund as of last week, which is going to be $100 million fund. That's first 100 million. Next one will be another 100 million, another 100 million, like that.
That's
because
amazing.
we want to bring the best of the best. That's syndication part. Yes.
That is cool. I want to interject real quick that it's interesting that Michelle suggested and nominated you to be in this show with me. And we're talking about things that are going to impact her again. So it's going back and forth, because you saying Switzerland and that actually manifesting.
Yes.
Michelle will be going in January to that event.
Yes.
I'm going to say something to the audience. The audience, I saw Vinney on stage, and he was on stage for at least 30 minutes. And the thing that I took away from him is when people use the terminology other people's money, they use it in a context almost of manipulation. And I'm not saying that they're bad people.
Yes.
But Vinney uses it in the reference of integrity.
Serving.
Yes, integrity, serving.
Yes.
But serving is integrity, and integrity is serving.
Yes.
Because when you have integrity, you give.
Yes.
You give value.
Totally.
Am I right?
Yes, sir. I never asked for money. I never asked for money at all. 220 million has come to me from their own choice, because I was able to bring the best of the best underwritten assets to them. And they said, Vinney, put me down for 200, put me down for 500. I mean, some people who listened to me, I couldn't believe it. Praise the Lord. They said, Vinney, we heard you on a podcast. Here is my $500,000 check. I said, hold on. I don't even know you yet. I'm just so overwhelmed, with what love I'm getting from my yeah.
Well, it is your track record, and
I could cry.
Well, it is very touching that you change people's lives because you see gold that's not gold yet.
Oh, that's so special. But that's the one thing. The other book, which, if I may, positivity. I think if everybody listening to us, watching us, hopefully I could get this recording, and my team can also do reels and other stuff, because what we have discussed today is amazing. And I thank you for that. My full gratitude to you, because this wouldn't have been the show due to you, Dr. Smiley and Dr. Maraz. I want to give tribute to both of you. The other thing is, positivity is the main factor of our well-being, our health, our everything in life. If we are a little bit more positive, and people tell me, Vinney, I cannot be positive overnight. You're right. You won't be, but you got to take the negative thoughts out. Our brain is so small.
I disagree with you, Vinney. I think you can be. I think you can be extremely joy and happy in a split second. Even, I'll give you an example.
Yes.
One example is is scary, and the other example is not scary. So the
Mhm.
scary example is you are about to lose your life. It could be threatened. It could be something that happens that's really, really scary. And all of a
Mhm.
sudden you're saved and you don't lose your life. You're in a state of, oh my God, I now have my life. It meant something now. And the other one
Yes.
is anytime someone says that they're not happy or life can't be better, if you gave them $100,000 cash in a that they could use any way they want to, I think they would
Yes.
shift immediately.
They will. So very true. No,
So I wanted to
totally.
I wanted to say two things because you said I was a motivational speaker, and then
Yes, sir.
you said what the world needs or what people need to apply their life is positivity. And I think you're 100% right, but I think you're leaving a variable out that you are assuming they're hearing that's not being said, and that is you have to be in action with your motivation, and you have to be in action with your
Yes.
positivity.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad you said that. I have always said that move the needle every single day. You cannot be stagnant. Anything we are talking about today, it will mean zero to everybody unless you apply one nugget or two nuggets into their life and manifest it, like we said. So, action is it cures fear, it brings confidence. So doing the things daily to improve ourselves is the main thing. Action is so important. Just like we talked about the present, we got to be totally focused.
Well, guess what?
Yes, sir.
The show is getting close to being over. It went like that, talking about your precious time. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Sure.
They are called rapid fire. I rapidly say them and you respond. So, what book changed your life?
I would say many books changed my life, but Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle's book, Power of Now. Let's do that. Yeah.
What movie inspires you?
Oh my gosh, Pursuit of Happiness. That was amazing
and a
movie.
True story.
And a true story, sir. Yes, right here in Oakland, where I live nearby.
Who is your hero?
Oh my! I would say I like to see Barack Obama really touched me. With their style, with their passion, as a president of the company. Of USA. I really would like to meet him someday, if possible. Yeah.
I want you to meet him. What is a song that gets you really excited?
That was, I was looking at many songs. Of course, Indian songs, I love it. There was a song I was
Why don't you give me your favorite Indian song and your favorite other song?
I love songs, to be very truthful.
I know you do, because you have music in your voice.
Thank you. I know if I sang, audience will go away. But the key thing is I find the songs that really help me think positively. I just don't like to get myself depressed.
Well, give me a name. Give me a name of a song.
Oh my gosh. Lyrics wise.
So I love Punjabi music.
Ye zindagi usi ki hai jo kisi ka ho gaya. It means this life is for that person if you belong to somebody, to the community. So
we will put a link to the books on Amazon. We'll put a link to that song. Okay. Heck, we'll put a link to the Pursuit of Happiness. That's a great one. So
that's the amazing
What is a quote you live by?
I really live by that. I want to spread my energy to everybody that touches me. That's my own quote. But I would say that, like yesterday, I was thinking about, because you're, let's see. I'm sorry. I was just thinking over here. Fortune favors the brave.
I love that.
By Virgil, fortune favors the brave, because we got to be brave. We got to be fearless. We need to live the life with total passion, because that's what God wants us to be here in this stage of life.
That is so true. One of my favorites by Mark Twain is a more comedic version of that. But he says, Mark Twain says, the harder I work, the luckier I get.
Oh my gosh. So true. So true. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I know the song in English also. I wrote it down. Ain't No Mountain High Enough by
Ain't no
Marvin Gaye. Oh,
yeah, Marvin Gaye. That's a beautiful song.
Marvin Gaye. I
So
love
we're
that song.
gonna have quite the event because we're gonna make it into a party, and we're gonna have world music. And you bring so many smiles to the world, and I'm touched right now because I'm in the presence of someone that is a brother and a father figure, and someone I'm just so proud to know.
Oh, same here. My feelings are mutual, even 10 times more. Dr. Smiley, I really love you. And also Dr. Maraz. And can't wait to hug you.
So I'm going to give you an invitation.
Soon, yes.
Since you gave me an invitation, I'm going to give you an invitation. I invite you to go anywhere you want to in the world and be powerful and positive. Now, wherever you go and they say, why are you here? Say, I was invited.
I love that. I love that. I love that. You are so right what you just said. See, you don't need to be invited because God always manifests where you want to really spread your positivity or everything. Because if we are really focused at all the people around us in our organizations and left and right and below, we got to give
Vinney,
our best.
We are going to save all that for our book. Because Vinney, Smiley, Chopra, and Dr. Smiley are doing a book by Thanksgiving, declared, manifested on the show. And this is Ken Rochon from Amplified. And Jeff Spinard, thank you so much for looking down on us and giving us these great shows and these great opportunities to have a voice on a platform that actually inspires hope and brings community together. Stay amplified.
Thank you.
Thank you again, for joining Vinney Chopra this week on this podcast. And please subscribe, share, give comments, and give 5-star rating if you can on iTunes, because that really helps a lot for us to bring great guests. And also, iTunes raises our rankings up. And I hope you have been very happy with Vinney Chopra and team who are able to bring great information. If you would like to invest with us, please go ahead and go to vinneychopra.com/invest. Thanks again. God bless you.